Alrighty, what up, y'all? So, day number 90. I tell you what, feels good to get this first 90-day block done. But, doing Murph yesterday, whew, I am so freaking sore. I tell you what, my triceps, biceps, lats, my quads, glutes, they are freaking toast. Chest feels pretty good. I figured the chest wouldn't be too sore since it's just push-ups, but my triceps, on the other hand, they are cooked. Front delts, also a little tender, but nothing compared to like my arms, quads, and glutes. But out here getting a walk done this morning, just trying to get the legs loosened up some, get some of that lactic acid worked out because they hurt. But that, it felt good to accomplish that. And we ran our best mile ever for that first mile. We did 11:28. But that is not my type of training, I tell you what. So, what did we learn in the last 90 days? Well, let's start with dieting. We started off at like 2,400-ish calories, and over the first basically 3.5 weeks or so, we worked that down to 1,800, just knocking a little bit off every couple days. And then we stayed there for about 2.5 weeks. We saw some progress. We went from 205 to 198. No cardio. We didn't really do cardio that much the entire 90 days, so. But I was okay with eating in a super low deficit to try to make up for that. Because, man, it was just cold and I didn't want to do it. But we went ahead and went down from there even further for the last 4 weeks. Or 4 weeks after that. The last week I've eaten more. But we went down, all the way down to 1,450 calories. But we did that by not consuming any carbs. So it was a lot of protein and some fats. Because we ended up doing 213 grams of protein a day, 70 grams of fat, and it was like 7 grams of carbs, just because the protein powder from the coffee and the protein powder whey at the end of the night, they all have like a couple carbs in them, so it was 7 carbs. But with them being so spread out, it was like 2 carbs in the morning, 2 carbs at night, and then there was something else in there. Oh, the chicken sausage. Each one of the sausages had a carb. So, and I had 4 of those. So, not really going to say I had any carbs. And then we basically just kind of stalled at 198. And it's definitely because I just wasn't eating. Nowhere near enough. Going that low, I should have added some sort of other calories in. Whether it had been butter or some milk or whatever. I should have upped them. Kept the calories up while just taking the carbs out. But we will learn, right? But during that period of time, we were able to keep putting on some strength for the most part, except for the last 2.5 weeks, really. We kind of hit a plateau, and then I went into a deload. And I figured that would happen from being so carb depleted for so long, at so low of calories. I basically stopped all of my progress for the most part. So I doubt it was building any muscle tissue and getting stronger. It was probably just more efficiently firing my central nervous system, getting the weight to move. But we added carbs back in, went into our deloads, and our lifts instantly got better feeling. And our deload exercises didn't feel so fatiguing, and we banged out some crazy rep numbers for our AMRAPs. So I will say, going into our next training block, I think we're going to have our work cut out for us. But we learned that we cannot drop our calories that low, even if we're not doing cardio. So, nice thing is though, today is actual Memorial Day. We just had yesterday's workout is posted today, so that's the Memorial Day video. But today's going to be our last day that it seems like it's going to be kind of cool out. Today's going to be like 63, but it's sunny, so it feels nice. After that, we're going to be into the mid and upper 60s going on now, so I have no reason not to be doing cardio. But we've got that. So that's what's going to be changing in the next upcoming 90-day block. Along with currently we do a chest, shoulders, back, legs, rest day, repeat type of split. We're going to be going into a different style of training block. I've always kind of wanted to give a try, but I haven't. We're going to have a heavy leg day. Then we'll have a light squeezing, higher volume type of chest day. It's more accessory work than it is compound stuff. And then we'll have a heavy back day. Then we'll have a rest day. Then we'll have a heavy chest day after our rest day. Then we'll go ahead and have a light legs day and a light back day. Then we'll have a rest day, and then we'll repeat going into a heavy leg day. So I'm thinking by that type of process, we get a lot more hypertrophy work in. A little less strength work, but we're still getting in 3 heavy strength days in those 8 days, and 3 more hypertrophy days. I'm currently doing a heavy compound day with some hypertrophy work. So each day will kind of get its own like spacing there. So I think that will end up doing a much better result in the long run of what's going to be achievable for training wise, and I think it'll allow for a little better recovery. And I think we'll make more progress with the fact we're going to keep our calories up. Minimum calories, 2,180. That's what we're going to be doing here. So it's basically the same diet. I was supposed to be following this last week, but I've just been binging. So I've had a bunch of not fast food, but a bunch of takeout food from a few restaurants. Yesterday was a fat kid. After doing Murph, all I wanted was just a bunch of junk. So I gave in. Not going to do a physique update today because, I'm a bit bloated and chunky today now. I ate so much. It's sickening to even think about. So, but it kind of is what it is. We all make mistakes, but we're just going to go ahead and move on with it. But plus side is, though, we're still at 200 pounds, so I'm up 2 pounds from yesterday from just eating a bunch of stuff. But that's 5 pounds down in the last 90 days. But the watch, I started out at 24.8% body fat, and yesterday, I had it on and I was doing the Murph and finished up, making sure I hit my mileage. Said I was down to 21.5. So, I'm down 5 pounds, but I'm down 3.5% body fat. So at 200 pounds, that's 7 pounds total. So that means I'm down 7 pounds. And since the scale only moved 5, that would mean I put on approximately 2 pounds of muscle, which according to the watch for skeletal muscle said I'm up 1.9 pounds. So I'm going to take that as a win for 90 days. I'm sure I could have done better if I wasn't so low in calories. I was doing cardio the way I was supposed to be doing. But it is what it is. So, with that though, that's what we got planned diet-wise for the next 90 days. It's going to be eating our, morning protein coffee, then our 2 chicken sausages, but I'm having 8 ounces of beans with it. Then 8 ounces ground beef with 8 ounces of corn, or 4 ounces of corn. Then 8 ounces of ground beef with 4 ounces of corn. Then 2 chicken sausages again with 8 more ounces of beans. And then a protein shake before bed after that, which is just a scoop of whey isolate. So it'll be a total of 243 grams of protein, which is up there, but should be pretty full and satiated. It'll be 127 grams of carbs, and it stays at 70 grams of fat. So basically we're adding 127 grams or 120 grams of carbs and another 35 grams of protein to what we're doing right now. So It'll be, should keep me pretty full. I don't think I should be very hungry, but we'll find out. 2,180 calories may not be enough, but we'll see what happens. Then we'll be starting our cardio. We're going to shoot for a consistent 7,000 to 8,000 steps a day to start. And then we're going to probably after that go ahead and shoot for I don't know, 10,000 after that is consistent. And then if 10,000 gets easy, we'll go up to 12K. But that'll be our limit. Walking past 12K steps a day could be detrimental to our strength and muscle gains just because of the cardio output. There's some science that says 12K, there's some that says 15, some says 10, but a lot of it shows beneficial between 8 to 12 is very good for making your calorie deficit to drop body fat without being that detrimental to muscle mass. So it's all a balance. We're learning as we go here. So with that, that's kind of what our plan's gonna be here as we get into this next little training block. But we're gonna take a few rest days here from now till I start that. I've got a gazebo I want to start building in the backyard that I had ordered last fall time for the mom and stepdad's backyard here. And it's just waiting to get put together. So I've got that to do, which it'll probably take me a couple days to do by myself. So, but that'll be our upcoming videos. Will be time lapse of me doing that. There's a couple rest days coming on here because I could definitely use them. But with that, we do have the breakdown of the workout we're going to do. That'll be an upcoming video as we go to get back into the gym, and what the rep scheme itself is going to be with the workout selection I've chosen, or should I say working on choosing. And then we'll be back into it, guys. So with that, hope you all enjoyed your Memorial Day. Make sure you're out there working toward your goals, getting your stuff done, and just don't be a lazy fuck.